Hi everyone, this is Teacher Scarlett and welcome. Beyond the Chalkboard, 3 digital tools to upgrade your adult ESL classroom. So, when our adult students walk out of the classroom, does the learning stop? The answer for too many of us is yes. But today, we are changing that. Let's talk about how to extend the lesson with just 3 simple digital tools. Our challenge isn't just what we teach, but how we teach. And that's why we are here today, to elevate our English teaching practice and learn about 3 digital tools to upgrade our adult ESL classroom. First, we'll talk about a motivational tool that's pure gamification for listening and authentic vocabulary acquisition. Next, we'll talk about the CD-ROOM, which is the original of self-directed learning and offline grammar practice. And finally, our Control Center, a platform designed using the flipped classroom model for explanation, practice, and data analysis. Okay, so let's get started with the first tool, which is Lyrics Training. This is an online platform and also an app that helps learners to practice languages through music videos. Students can select a song, choose the difficulty level, and then fill in the missing words from the lyrics as the video plays. I think it's a fun way to connect language learning with popular music. We can find in the theoretical background comprehensible input theory from Stephen Krashen, who says that language acquisition occurs when the learner receives an input that is slightly above their current level, which is the principle I+1. And by allowing the selection of the difficulty level, lyrics training provides a measured and less intimidating input, and the learner only has to fill in the gaps, which reduces the affective filter anxiety. We can also find the Suggestiopedia theory that presents learning is more successful when the learner is relaxed, confident, and enjoying. So a playful environment reduces stress and activate learning. But interest may not be enough for optimal language acquisition. So input needs to be not only interesting but compelling. And what does this mean? It means that the input is so interesting that the student forget that it is in another language. So the improvement is seen as an unexpected result. Finally, the author Spitzer, in his work Studies and Retention, expresses that adults need to exposure to authentic language that reflects the speed, the accent, and the slang of the real world. And also by repeating vocabulary, the structures at a regular intervals, it helps transfer the information to long-term memory because the content is repeated in a natural way and it reinforces grammatical structures and vocabulary without becoming tedious. So what can be the pros and cons about using this strategy? We have a maximum intrinsic motivation because the students can select their own music and their own interest. They are exposed to the authentic language and rhythm, the flexibility and autonomy because they can also play these outside the classroom so the learning doesn't stop, and it is a free website, which is you don't need cost and access to it. We can say that the negative part is that there is an excessive focus on receptive skills because the students only listen and read. So it would be a nice way to talk about the topic of the song or to discuss the content or the meaning of some phrases so you can make students speak or produce. There is also a dependence on the context because there are some songs that have a specific word or are dedicated to a specific context, so it depends a lot on the context, and some students may feel overconfidence in the tool and just They might think that only by playing or only with this app they can learn like English in a complete way, and they cannot pay attention to the active practice of the grammar and other skills. So now let's move on to the following strategy, and yes, the all reliable. It's a CD-ROM program that teachers can install in the computer and use it as a supplemental exercises activity. Here we can find the behaviorism learning theory from Skinner that says that most of the fill in the blank, multiple choice, and drag and drop exercises provide instant scoring and feedback, reinforcing the correct answer or pointing out the error immediately. We can also find the self-directed learning theory, in which students can choose which unit to review, how many times to practice a lesson, and when to stop, promoting autonomy and highly valued trait. This material is perfectly aligned with the textbook. It offers specific practice of the grammar and vocabulary presented in each unit, which ensures the curriculum coherence. And its aesthetic designs make it perfect for memorization and rote learning exercises before moving on to communicative practice. So there you can see a little bit of how it works, and one of the advantages that it has is that it doesn't require internet connection. It is also aligned with the curriculum, as I said, and you can have a personalized step-by-step and easy-to-use way because you can see your own control. If we talk about the disadvantages, of course, there are some. It has lack of updates because the content is the same all the time, lack of authenticity, it's attached to the context of the textbook. There is no interaction because it's only you filling in the blanks with some information, and of course some students can feel low motivation. And finally, I share with you my baby. This is an online platform that me and some colleagues have worked on to manage, document, follow the track, and deliver our English course. It allows the student to access to materials, assignments, and assessments anytime, anywhere. In the theoretical foundation, we can find that during chunking learning, which is information grouping, the brain retains information better when it is organized into small packets or thematic blocks. And also, adults are self-directed learners who need to see the immediate relevance of what they learn. So the pre-recorded videos gives the student the flexibility to learn at their own flow, which is a key requirement for adult autonomy. So this course works like this. Input work is done at home, and in-person class, it's the time for the output, the active practice, the interaction, and addressing questions and so on. So the videos and the grammar comprehension exercises are the homework that prepares students. So this frees up your in-person class or your face-to-face class so you can have a high value on communicative practice and social interaction. We can also find that multimedia learning with the Myers principles can show that the pre-recorded videos with clear explanation combine the audio and visual elements, improving comprehension and content retention. So, if we talk about the advantages or the disadvantages, we can find that there is a total adaptability because the student has their own progress and it has access to the content anytime, anywhere, which also talks about the flexibility. It is attached to the curriculum coherence because what you learn on the platform is the same content that you're gonna practice on the face-to-face lessons. And you can also have the data analysis and the progress. You can manage the progress of each student. On the other hand, the cost and the maintenance is a little bit hard because it's a meaningful investment every year to maintain the repositories and the platform. It can also mean a digital isolation because the students focus on that at home, but we can also have a balance with that with the face-to-face classes. There are some students that may show resistance to technology and they prefer only classes or to see the platform and the videos in the classroom. And of course, you need connectivity. If one of the or if the server fails, nobody can access to the platform. So finally, I would like to share with you that it's not only about the tool, it's about the teacher. It's not about the logo of the app. It's not about the age of the technology, because as you could see, I used a CD-ROOM program, but it's about the teacher's vision. So we have already worked on 3 tools or 3 strategies. One motivational, which is the lyrics training, the structural, which is the CD-ROOM, and a strategic one, which is the online platform. And I would like to ask you, what part of your lesson can the machine do, and so you can focus on what only a human or only you as a teacher can do. So I invite you to not only be delivers of information, but the architects of learning. Here you can have my references, and finally you can access to all the information I've just shared with you through this video, in which you can find all this. Thank you so much.